So this is part 1 on how to rebind your books into a hardcover without a Cricut. We're going to keep it simple. So first things first, you have to tear off the cover. I know that this is a little cringy for some, but you got to do it. It's okay if you tear off some of the pages. We're just going to glue it back together. Just use a very small amount of glue and then just put it back. Press it down. We're going to use these for the end pages on the inside of your cover. Use your bone folder to smooth out that edge right there. Then we're just going to place our book on the folded end page. Leave just a little bit on the side, on the left side, so that there has like a little bit of overhang. You'll learn why later. And then all you're going to do is just cut this on your paper cutter. And then you're just going to use that piece to measure the other one. Okay, so now we're just going to glue this on. Just make sure that it's the right side up. Just a little bit of glue on the left side. Not too much, just a little bit. It'll be fine, I promise. Use your brush and kind of smooth that out. And then you're going to place that end to make sure on the left side that there's a little bit of an overhang. And then the same thing to the other side. Next, we're going to prepare our hardcover. Just make sure that when you measure this, that it's on the non-flexible side. Then you can either measure the width of it first, or you can just place it on the board and then trace it from here. This is just a simple way. If you want a lot more accuracy, then measure it. And then I measure it like 10 more times just in case. I'm just going to do the same thing for the back. And then here I'm just measuring the top one first and then getting the second one, just in case it's different heights. Then I'm just going to measure the spine. I'm just going to put this right next to the line that I made. And I'm just going to do the length of it and then measure the same height that I just measured on the covers. And then here it looks a little bit crooked, so I'm going to double check my measurements. Yep, it was off. So I'm just going to redraw that line and make sure that it is even. Okay, just put that away for now. And we'll go back to it. Then we're going to put our book in the book press. These are just a cutting board cut in half. And then I got these clamps. Okay, so now we're going to do the headbands. I'm going to use this right here. And I'm just going to measure it on the side and then cut it. And then the same thing to the other side. And then we're just going to glue them on. Use a good amount of glue and then spread it out with your brush. Make sure you get into the little creases on the side as well. Then you're going to put your mold that you got. This is just fabric. I realized I didn't have any, so I'm just going to use this. This is fine, but use the mold. That's going to be a little bit more effective. So I'm just kind of measuring this out a little bit. Just a little bit of overhang on the sides, just maybe like an inch or two. And then use a lot of glue. Trust me, you're going to need it. We need it to be secure, so just use a lot. And then I use my nails to just get into those little grooves on the side. And then after this, you're going to need to leave this overnight or a few hours. Go to part 2.